chase profit when I'm called to step into my purpose. All right? So here's the deal. I've worked with the ultra wealthy, not just the wealthy, the ultra wealthy for close to 20 years. I understand their mindset and their money moves, and that's not what I'm excited to talk to you about. I know all of that, and that's the vehicle that's getting me in front of people because I am now living an integrated life. I don't have my Jesus tab open all times just in case I need it. He is my operating system, but I had to have a divine disruption for that to happen. My heart had to break for him to do something new inside of me. I get emotional when I think about just the way I was living my life, thinking I was doing the right thing for the benefit of my family, and living 5, 10 years from now, if this deal comes through, if that deal comes through, I can do, and then I can be. And I was missing the blessings that were right here in front of me. And I wasn't present. That one. I'm scared to death of shots, and I can't talk about my family without breaking down. Listen, so I am very adamant about disrupting the status quo, mindset and money. You got to know without a shadow of a doubt that you're created on purpose for a purpose. Purpose is not a destination, it's a direction. Purpose is becoming Christ-like, period. Proverbs 19:22 says that man has many plans, but God's purpose will prevail. I had a lot of plans. I climbed a lot of ladders, but they were against the wrong building. You see, I landed a position I'll tell you really quickly about that I was able to put together plans for an NFL team football owner. I had one that I put together for the CFO of one of the largest retailers in the world, probably the top 4. CFO, your boy. Come on. Right? I did that, but I was behind the scenes. See, I felt a calling to talk, to speak, and all of that, and I let the enemy tell me, oh, you're just doing that to attract people to your financial business. And I ran away from that, and that's when things started falling apart. I lost out on that opportunity. I went all in on an opportunity, and just like them lights up there, that's what was keeping me going. The commissions continued to get bigger and bigger and bigger, but they had not paid out yet. I had to take out 2 personal loans to get me to here. And I'm the financial dude, but I'm in a different role, so I have to crawl before I walk. You ever had to crawl before you walk? But guess what? I kept telling my wife, hey, it's coming, honey, it's coming. And that light kept getting brighter and brighter and brighter. But then I started feeling something on the inside that wasn't right. And that conviction, and I just suppressed it because I didn't want to rock the boat. This is what I'd waited and worked for my entire life. So I brought this to somebody's attention that this is not working out. Okay, well, we'll reconfigure this stuff. The dynamic, your role. I don't have enough time to tell you all about it, but let me tell you something. That was on a Sunday when I brought that to this person's attention. The next morning, I started getting texts saying, where are you going? Why did you resign? We love you. And that light was up to about $120,000 to $130,000 that could not pay out quick enough. I'm barely getting by. I had this on my chest. I'd go to bed, just this burden. How am I going to make this? I'm an established guy. I've got a house, 2 wonderful boys. But I had it all on my shoulders. I'm doing everything I can. But guess what? I realized that light just went out. The financial guy's broke, and I found myself in my closet by myself in a fetal position begging God to tell me what my next step has to be. I sobbed. I cried out. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do, guys. Money was my source, and I didn't realize it. But guess what? I heard something very clear. I created you on purpose for a purpose. And I felt that voice, and I had to be still. I wanted to hear more. Please, God, speak to me. What am I going to do? Listen, it's like he set me down in a chair and showed me a slideshow of my life. You see, my dad had a house paid for at 35. He retired in his late 40s. We never lived a flamboyant life. But God said very clearly, you've lived your entire life trying to be your dad. And because you have not hit the markers, or you're not on track for hitting those markers, you've lived your life a panic mode, and I can't bless somebody that you're trying to be. I want to bless who I created you to be. You see, I was living by default instead of living by design. Period. And then I realized that once I stepped into my purpose, that unlocked my potential. See, God was calling me to speak. He was calling me to the very thing that I was wanting, scared that people would accuse me. He was calling me to that. When I stepped into the purpose, He unlocked that potential. See, the potential is that gift. The gift is not earned, deserved. You cannot, that's gift from God. Talent is something you can work on. The gift is what God gives you. But He's not going to give it to you until you totally surrender to Him. See, I would tell you again that I've depended on God my entire life. I grew up in church. I didn't know what it was like to depend on God until I had to depend on God. So I got off of that floor of my closet, and my bank account was still empty, but my spirit was overflowing. When I stepped in my purpose, it unlocked the potential. I became present. You ask this lady right here. I pursue her. I pursue my kids. See, legacy is not money and how much you can leave to the next generation. I want to leave them principles. I want to leave them that God is number one. He is all. He is sufficient. I was a human doing and not a human being. I was focused on doing so I could one day be. He just wants me to be. Empty me, Lord, so you can fill me up. Guys, mindset and money are two of the biggest things that prevent people from pursuing their purpose. And let me tell you something, this money side of it, the financial industry is not on your side. You don't know all about finances because that's on purpose. See, they have a purpose too. The financial giants, they take advantage of the plans that I offer for themselves as a consumer and their families because it's the best out there, but they don't want you to know about it because it's not profitable. So I wrote a book in 2017 called Wake Up Your Retirement. You think I like to wake people up? Huh? Guys, when I took somebody's money and again, this, look, true wealth is an abundance of everything that you value. And 80% of it is internal. But when I take somebody's money and they were just in the traditional setting, right? They're going to make $31,000 to $33,000 in retirement income starting at age 65, and that's before taxes. And I turn that bad boy around and put the little on it, huh? And now he's at $105,000 to $108,000, and it's tax-free, and it's on an escalator and not a roller coaster. And he goes back to his advisor and says, hey, I need my account numbers. What do you need that for? He begins to tell him what he's going to do. And guess what? We could have done that for you. I wouldn't have admitted it if I could have done it for you. That's what he said. That's what that advisor told him. And then you fast forward 6 months ago, which is now 5 years later, that I did the, you like that, right? Guess what? That advisor said, hey, I put all my money in that strategy too. Busted. I told my wife, I said, how can I communicate this part and them understand that they need to step up, they need to wake up, and they need to just look and see if there's a next step for them. I believe everybody has a next step to become better. And even the best can become better. Sometimes you can't see the picture when you're stuck inside the frame. Coach Burt says that a lot. But instead of a normal how you say that? Etch-a-sketch? You know, you got the two knobs on each side. See, traditional, you either put more money in it and look for the best rates of return. Well, what if we can turn it up here and double your income without saving any more? You know, there's ways to do that. You don't know about them. I do. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. So look, I can't see Yessie, but I know that I'm probably coming up on time. I'm good? Oh my goodness, rock and roll. So can you put this up on the, I'm supposed to have something up there on the screen. Yeah, there we go. I've been working a year on mindset and money revolution. You have to have a mindset revolution to experience a money revolution. That's when you experience a true wealth revolution, and you are living on purpose for a purpose. You step into your purpose. God will unlock your potential that you really didn't even know you had, because I didn't know I'd be up here just running my mouth like this and having fun doing it. And when you do that, you become present. And then you're profitable. And then you have peace. That's true alignment. Alignment with your assignment. Guys, I appreciate you having me here. Look, if you just go to that QR code, that's fancy, isn't it? We just got those in Greenville wasn't too long ago. You can, take a picture of that, and it's going to give you options. If you want to, just see if there's a better option for you. I've doubled somebody's retirement income. You know what kind of margin that put in their life to go out and do what they're called to do? They were scared to death, taking $30,000 to $40,000 out every single year, scared that that thing was going to go to nothing. We turn that bad boy up, $80,000, you ain't got to worry about it. Just go do what God's called you to do. Money is a resource. It is not your source. It's income for impact. It's income for influence. Know its role, and that's what that book's about. Put money back in its spot. God is your source. That's when you really start experiencing true abundance that I've always heard about. That peace that passes all understanding. Look, I'm jacked up. I mess up every single day. But I promise you, I pursue my purpose too. I love people. And I believe that they're created on purpose for a purpose. And I know that you're created on purpose for a purpose. So what you going to do after this conference? We've heard a lot of good speakers, and I know we've got more to come. Step into your purpose. Make that next step. Listen, don't let finances be intimidating. We'll meet you where you are. Ain't no judging. No judging here. I think that's all I got. I said I was going to do 5 different songs. I needed a remix, so hopefully that was good.
And Chad, I won the bet. Me and Yessie had a bet. I said, no, he's going to nail it. He's going to nail it right to. You did good. I said he will be off the stage at 1:48. Did I not say that?
You sure did.
Sure did. I sure did. Thank you, Chad. Thank you so much. You know, as Chad said, Amplify